In this video, we'll be going over how to leverage an AI-based cold email infrastructure to book 20 to 30 plus meetings every single month, right? So first, let's talk about why a lot of agency owners and B2B service-based business owners struggle. The answer to that question, as you can see here, is threefold. Number one, not enough mechanisms to generate attention for your business and what you offer. Number two, heavily reliant on referrals. Number three, not enough mechanisms to efficiently convert that attention into leads, right? So either you're unable to generate enough attention for your business and what you offer, and you don't have enough mechanisms in place that are efficient enough to convert that attention that you generate into leads, or you're fully or heavily reliant on referrals. And that's why a lot of agency owners and service-based business owners struggle with growth. With that in mind, let's talk about why cold outbound and cold email specifically. Cold outbound done at scale, leveraging automations and AI personalizations to introduce relevancy in your outreach, is the fastest and cheapest method to book a shit ton of meetings on your calendar. You can see results like this, or even better if you do cold outbound correctly. 7 positive replies from 500 emails sent, and 84K in potential revenue from just 500 emails being sent, right? And in this case, we've been able to generate over 9 opportunities from 243 emails sent. And from here, we've been able to generate over 185 opportunities in 7 days from 10.6K emails sent. The reason why we select cold email specifically is because you can send out a large volume of messages in a short span of time, and it's quite cost efficient as well. The key advantage that we get here is the fact that we can test multiple variants of messaging and offers fast in a short span of time, allowing us to scale even faster. Right? We got plenty more case studies like this as well to prove that cold outbound, cold email specifically, still works. Worst case, you burn a few $100s. Best case, you make tens and hundreds and thousands of dollars. To summarize, you can use cold outbound for this. Number one, you can acquire service market fit fast with the system. Number two, you can scale the system further to increase the size of your sales pipeline and create a system that can generate 10 to 20K per month in revenue or even more on its own. Now, what if someone says cold email or cold outbound doesn't work anymore? It probably doesn't work for them, right? Just because it doesn't work for them doesn't mean it won't work for you. So keep that in mind. They say cold outbound doesn't work because number one, they got something else to sell you, or number two, the method that they were using before didn't work for them. And because of that, they believe that cold outbound in general doesn't work for anybody, which is 100% false. There are many companies that leverage outbound to generate pipeline, more book calls, and close deals. And what they're doing differently in order to get those outcomes, well, let's talk about that, right? Now, first of all, you need to set up your cold email system correctly. And here are the 3 key aspects of your cold email infrastructure that you need to set up correctly and nail down so that you can launch your campaigns and get great results from your cold email campaigns as well, right? Number one, the technical setup. Number two, the lead list. And number three, the copy. Now let's look at the overview of the setup process. First, you run your map, right? Figure out how many domains and inboxes are needed to achieve the desired sending volume. Number two, purchase the domains and inboxes from a reliable provider. Ensure that they're secure and allow for high deliverability. Step 3, set up all the required in DNS configurations. Set up all the required records such as MX, SPF, DKIM, and DMARC, plus all the required URL redirects so that the DNS is fully configured and deliverability is maximized. Number 4, you load up the inboxes into your sending tool. Right, you can use something like SmartLead or Instantly.ai. I would recommend SmartLead though. And after that is step number 5, where you initiate warm-up of all the inboxes. Launch a warm-up from your sending tools such as smartly.ai for all of your inboxes. Number 6 is you launch your campaigns after 14 days of warm-up, right? It's launch time. Now, let's run the math. Right, here's the general math. You can create 2 inboxes under one domain, and each inbox can send out up to 30 emails per day safely. So the formula is number of inboxes needed is equal to daily sending volume divided by 30, and number of domains needed is number of inboxes divided by 2. So here's an example calculation, right? Let's say you want to send out 1,000 cold emails a day. So for that you need roughly 34 inboxes. And for those 34 inboxes you need 17 domains because we're following this formula. Now, the next thing is to find the good providers, right? A reliable combination that we've been using for a while now is domains purchased from Cloudflare and inboxes purchased from Google, Gmail, Google Workspace basically. You can also split test with Microsoft Outlook inboxes and analyze what gives you the best deliverability as well. You can do that too. But when you're starting out, especially on a tight budget, I would suggest you stick to what works. Now let's take a look at the DNS configuration. Now you need to create the required records inside each domain via the admin panel so that you're able to authenticate your email's identity. Additionally, correct DNS configuration including SPF, DKIM, and DMARC records can significantly enhance email availability as well. ISPs use these records to authenticate and route emails, which increases the likelihood of these messages arriving in your prospects' inboxes rather than being marked as spam, which is why you need to configure your DNS properly. Now, with that being said, let's start with the SPF records configuration. This record will be identical for every domain and might be automatically added when you purchase the domain, but not always though. It's a TXT record. Follow this, right? TXT at target, and then just copy and paste this record into every single cold email domain that you buy. Now let's take a look at the DMARC record setup. This record will be the exact same for every domain as well. Copy and paste this TXT, DMARC, target, and change your domain, right, that you see here to the name of the actual domain that you're setting up the configuration for, such as exampledomain.com. Now, let's take a look at the DKIM setup. This is the most complicated and tedious part of the DNS configuration. The record is different for each specific domain. There are multiple steps to setting this up, right? Number 1 is to obtain your DKIM record from the admin console. Ensure that you're signed in as a super administrator to complete this task inside Google Admin Console. Now, after enabling Gmail for your organization, you must wait 24 to 72 hours before obtaining your DKIM key from the admin console as well. Attempting to generating the key before this period might result in the error. DKIM record now created. You must wait 24 to 72 hours after enabling Gmail with a registered domain before you can create a DKIM record. On average, waiting for 24 hours is enough though. Step 1, sign into your Gmail, your Google Admin Workspace console with an administrator account. In the admin console, navigate to menu, apps, Google Workspace, and Gmail. Click authenticate email. In the selected domain menu, choose the domain for which you want to set up the DKIM. Click the generate new record button. Click in the generate new record button, a box that is configure your DKIM settings, DKIM key length, prefix selector, use the default, that's what is recommended. Now select 2048 if your domain provider supports 2048-bit keys as they are more secure. If you previously used 1024-bit key, then you can switch to 2448-bit key if supported. Now, at the bottom of the generate new record box, right, to click generate. The text string beneath txt record value will change to a new value, and you will see the message DKIM authentication settings updated. Copy the DKIM values shown in the authenticate email window. You will need these values for the next step, which is DNS hostname. This is the name for the DKIM text record that you'll add to your domain provider's DNS records. Enter this in the host field. Then next is the txt record value. This is the DKIM key itself. Enter this in the text value field. Now, for the next step, you need to log into your domain provider. Right. Step 2, add the txt record name and DKIM key to your domain. Log into Cloudflare and add the DKIM information obtained in step number 1. Sign into the management console of your Cloudflare, Cloudflare, which is what you are using, or Namecheap or whatever. I'm going to be going over Cloudflare specifically. Find the page where you update DNS settings for your domain. Add a txt record for DKIM. In the first field, enter the DNS hostname from the admin console. In the second field, enter the txt record value from the admin console. Save your changes and return to admin console for the next step. Enabling DKIM signing. This is step 3. Now, the authenticate email page in your Google admin console might display the message, you must update the DNS records for this domain for up to 48 hours. If the DKIM key is correctly added to your domain provider, then you can ignore this message. Now, here are the steps that you need to follow for enabling DKIM signing. Number 1 is in the admin console, you go to menu, apps, Google Workspace, Gmail, and then you hit authenticate email. In the selected domain menu, choose the domain where you want to enable DKIM. Click the start authentication button. When the DKIM setup is complete and is functioning correctly, the status at the top of the page will change to authenticating email with DKIM. Right, that's how you do it. That's how you set up your whole DKIM process. The DKIM record. Now, choosing your email automation tool. Right. For sending out emails, I would recommend Smartly.ai. Why? Because it enables for automatic warm-up of inboxes, automatic inbox rotation, and email sending, plus more. Right? Automatic warm-up of inboxes is crucial for your email deliverability, avoiding spam filters by generally increasing sending volume. Automatic inbox rotation distributes your email load across multiple inboxes so that deliverability is improved, preventing spam triggers and maintaining a positive sending reputation. Use this link to sign in, sign up for Smartly. That is, of course, it's an affiliate link. Now, how to set up the inboxes that you created inside Smartly.ai. Now, you can do this manually, or you can do the bulk connect process as well. You create a bulk connect sheet in the format of a CSV, and then you upload that bulk connect sheet into Smartly. Ensure that your bulk connect sheet follows this guide or example sheet format set up and provided by Smartly. Take all the details you have for each inbox that you set up and fill it out as per as the format of the sample bulk connect sheet. Not all are compulsory to fill. Use your intuition for this according to your business scenario. Ensure true for warm-up enabled and set max email per day to be 30. Step 2, go to Smartly.ai email accounts. Step 3, add account, right? And then you get this option where you can select the spreadsheet from your computer and upload it. Once you upload, hit upload, right? You will get this. What you do is, again, you hit skip one and upload. This is just a sample, by the way. Congratulations, you've successfully added your email account inside smartly.ai to warm up. I don't know why these images are not loading, but yeah, the process is very simple, right? You'll get a guide inside Smartly as well. It'll take 14 to 15 days for this warm up process to complete. So now it's a matter of waiting until then. In the meanwhile, what you do is you start sourcing your contact lists, right? How to source your leads? Leads, contact lists, whatever you want to call it, right? The quality of your list determines the success of your campaign. Imagine that you have an offer catering to e-commerce business owners doing 25K per month, but all of your leads in the list that you loaded up are doing below 25K per month. The question is, where do you source good lists? Here are some providers that you can use to start off. Apollo.io, LinkedIn, Prospeo, Clay, and Web Scraping. Clay has integrations with multiple providers as well, so you can use Clay too. And what you do is you ensure that the filters, ensure you use the filters available inside these tools to the fullest, right? And you can also use Clay on top of lead sourcing to build out personalizations and enrich the data further. That's lead sourcing. Step 3 is creating the copy. Going fully personalized when it comes to the creation of copy. Now, why do you want to do this? Because you want to do this because simple, generic, cold emails are not the way to go anymore. Because everyone's seen it, everyone's heard it, and everyone's bored of it. Relevant messaging is very important, especially if you're dealing with executives in the B2B industry, such as CEOs, CFOs, and so on. These are more sophisticated buyers. You don't treat them like dummies, and you do not create dumb messaging that doesn't strike a chord with them. This is how a script back in the day used to look like. Hey, first name, so that you run company name, incredible stuff. What we do is we help you run Facebook ads for your e-commerce company. Can we hop on a call to discuss more on how we can help your business? Best regards, person name, company name. While this script is not bad, entirely bad, this script or copy has a very low conversion rate. I quote this example a lot of times, but yeah, this is an important point that I want to emphasize at all times. Now, why does this script have a very low conversion rate? Number one, there's no personalization. Number two, there's no relevancy added in the email, meaning a reason that caused you to reach out. Number three, the offer is weak as fuck. Facebook ads. Now, how can we change this, right? Hey, first name. This is a rewrite. Hey, first name, so that you are hiring for job title. Seems like you're offering a salary of minimum salary that they are offering to maximum salary range that they're offering. Also saw that you're looking for these KPIs from that person. KPIs that they have listed on their job, such as number of general SQLs and MQLs. We can help you drive similar or better outcomes at a fraction of the cost that you'd be otherwise spending on payroll. In fact, we recently helped one of our partners add an additional 251K in sales pipeline using our systems. Would you be open to exploring more on this? Why is this better? Because it has way more relevancy, right? We use the sales trigger of them hiring for a particular job title, in this case an SDR. It has highly personalized information that shows we did our research. It states how we can help them in a clear and articulate manner, and it provides social proof via a case study as well. And there's a software CTA too. Would you be open to exploring more on this? That's a more softer call to action, which has a higher likelihood of getting a positive response. Leveraging sales triggers. Sales triggers are events that happen inside companies that create a high probability of a buying event. For example, if a company got funded, recently funded that is, they'll have a high probability of investing that money into growth. Here are examples of sales triggers. Funding events, acquisition, team growth, conference update, new product development, and so on. Using these data points in your copy will improve your conversation rate exponentially. Here's a recommended sending strategy that you can follow, right? In general, aim to send 3 emails over 7 business days. Number one, the original email. Number two, a follow-up email. Number three, a second follow-up email. If there is no response after the second follow-up email, that means that they're likely not interested. Unlike normal sales where frequent follow-ups are common, cold emails require a different approach. The recipients haven't requested contact or shown interest in your business. Sending more than 3 emails increases the risk of being marked as spam, which can damage your domain's reputation. Therefore, limit your outreach to a total of 3 emails. What and why you need Spintax? Spintax is short for spinning syntax, which is the technique used to create multiple variations of a single piece of content. Using placeholders and a set of predefined options, Spintax allows you to create unique versions of your emails. For example, hi, hello, greetings can be expanded to hello or hi, hello or greetings. Right? It can be one of the three. Spintax is important because it allows for personalization. It helps you to personalize your emails, making each one unique and much more engaging for the recipient. Number two, it allows you to avoid spam filters. By generating unique content, Spintax allows you to avoid spam filters because identical emails sent in bulk are more likely to be flagged as spam. Number three is improved deliverability. Using unique emails to improve your deliverability, as email providers that is are less likely to block them, right? Number four, specific Spintax saves you time by automating the creation of multiple email variations, allowing you to focus on other important tasks. Number five is better engagement. Personalized and varied content keeps your recipients more interested and engaged as well, increasing the chances of a positive response. Stage 4. Loading up your copy into a sequence and launching. That's stage 4. Best practices for email deliverability. Always buy only.com domains to ensure maximum deliverability. Warm up all your email inboxes for at least 14 days. Ensure all your records are set up properly, including SPF, DKIM, and DMARC. Ensure that your email list is free from bad quality emails. Bounces can severely harm your deliverability. Use a tool like Reune or Million Verifier or Neobounce or Debounce to clean your emails. We use Debounce here a lot. Also include a good amount of Spintax in your emails so that no two emails are identical. This will be integrated into the script that we create for you, provided you work with us. Step number 6 is limit sending volume. Do not send more than 30 emails per domain per day. Only send from Monday to Friday to simulate real human behavior. This is what we've seen works best. You could potentially test out sending on Saturdays, but what we have tested and what we've seen works is emails sent on weekdays from Monday to Friday, right? Disable open tracking. Open tracking is unnecessary, to be honest, and it can negatively impact your deliverability since it uses code to track opens. Also, it's pretty inaccurate at times, right? And it's a vanity metric. Avoid images and attachments. Do not include images or attachments in your cold emails, especially the first email. You can add these if after the recipient replies, but before that, don't do that. Exclude links. Do not include links in your cold emails until after the recipient replies. Provide an unsubscribe option. Add a simple unsubscribe option at the bottom, such as reply stop to unsubscribe. This is important for compliance and it counts as a reply as well, which is a positive metric for deliverability. Why even care about email deliverability? You start going to spam if you don't. If you're going to spam, then lower replies will come in, leading to lower leads, leading to lower meetings, leading to lower closed deals, and leading to lower dollars in the bank, cash in the bank basically. Stage number 5 is managing the aftermath of launching your campaigns. reply management plus meeting booking systems. The most important part for this is the master inbox inside Smartly, right? As you already know, we use multiple mailboxes to send the emails. The idea is we want to be able to track all the answers that come back to us in a centralized manner. Smartly it is built in a way so that you can track all the answers that come back for all the different mailboxes. Inside the mailbox, we are able to see all the answers that come back from different campaigns. The goal is to take the positive responses and convert them efficiently into meetings. Essentially, a high positive reply to meeting conversion rate, which is equal to number of meetings booked divided by number of positive responses into 100, right? Now, systems needed for reply management and conversion. Inbox management SOPs, calendar link to ensure smooth scheduling of meetings, CRM that can store all your leads separately so that you can potentially dial them as well. You can connect your cold email infrastructure with the CRM that will enable you to dial the leads as well effectively too. Now, these are what we call as attention capturing mechanisms and attention conversion mechanisms inside our company, right? The flow is simple. From cold email, positive reply or lead or opt-in, whatever you want to call it, we enrich for phone number, forward lead to CRM, and we enroll them in conversion plus nurturing flows. Also, we book them directly via email itself into a meeting as well. That also happens. Ideally, this is what we want, but this is a backup option so that we can enroll them in email and SMS flows. The goal is to have as many conversions with people that have a problem that we can solve, plus the money to solve that problem as well. We want people like that. We want to convert as many people like that as possible. We are capturing the attention of our market and then converting them into actual meetings and dollars in the bank. Now, calendar booking tools. You can use these tools for booking meetings effectively. You basically set up your schedule and availabilities inside the calendar and then share the access to those availabilities to your prospects. Number one, you use Calendly. Number two, you use scheduled ones, or you could potentially use Go High Level Calendar as well. This is a tip, right? Suggest some times from your calendar instead of just forwarding your calendar to your prospect, because that's the lazy route. And also, of course, right, people tend to be lazy and prefer convenience. Also, quite simply, they're busy as well. They may forget your calendar link. CRM. So here's my offer to you, right? This is a lead magnet. Of course, this part is expected. My offer to you is to build you a system capable of this, right? And here's the overview of the deliverables. We'll optimize your value proposition to ensure high resonance with your ideal client profile. We'll write up all the personalized copy that you require for your outreach sequences. We'll create all the lead lists that are required for our outreach based on the copy with the personalization and the data points that are required. We'll set up 5,000 verified and clean leads or contacts inside your setup. We'll create a landing page designed to allow prospects to quickly understand what we are doing and how we can help them. We'll create a video sales letter script that goes over your value proposition so that we can convert your prospects at a higher rate. We'll create an infrastructure that will allow you to send out 500 to 1,000 plus cold emails per day. We will place an appointment setter that can immediately work the leads within a 5 to 10 minute time frame. We'll build out and set up automations and workflows in place so that interested prospects can immediately schedule a meeting with the CEO or sales team seamlessly. Now, the cost comparison, as you can see, is You'll be spending 50 to 70k per year, roughly 4.2k to 5.8k per month on just single SDR and development, data providers. Whereas we charge a fraction of this. Pricing is 4,999 one time for building this out. 1 month complimentary reply management is included. And if you want to learn more, use the link below to book a call to learn more about whether this can work for you or not. Worst case scenario, you get a custom roadmap to scale your agency to 50k per month using Cold Outbound. With that being said, I hope this video was useful and I look forward to speaking with you soon.